Hello and welcome to another update video about Ether. So Ether continues to push further into resistance. I shared with you yesterday in my last update two scenarios in which that B wave could and should extend. Obviously never a guarantee, but so far these two wave counts that, to be honest, are only marginally different, they seem to be followed right now. I still see it as a corrective rally. Okay, yes, we have a break out of the descending wedge, but we already talked about that days ago, that this could happen and it just forms a higher B wave. And, you know, normally we say the first target of the wedge breakout would be here, the previous swing high, the beginning of the wedge. So around about $2,400. That's sort of what I'm watching for as first ideal target, sort of the range here around maybe $2,300 to $2,500 even. It's a very complex wave count. So, you know, to count this microstructure here, there are also many options. So therefore we've got a potential subdivision as a WXY structure in wave B, in which we have then within the Y wave an A, B, C structure, and the C wave is currently in the making. Could still push a little higher in the yellow count or in the white count. It's just a normal, basically an impulse, you could say. So this would be a 1-2. I haven't actually labeled that, but 1-2, 1-2. And then could this be another 1-2? Don't really believe it so much. So basically, it doesn't really matter so much what the exact micro count is, but the B wave is likely still in the making. So yeah, the idea is, I mean, there are different possibilities. In the yellow count, it's just a WXY with an ABC, and in the white count, I mean, it could even be not even an impulse, but actually a diagonal pattern in wave C. Yeah, I think that's why I had the wave 1 here. So basically ABC in wave 1, 2, then ABC in wave 3, then 4, and then ABC in wave 5. That's how it could push a little higher, but therefore highlighting here the potential to get to around about $2,400 maybe. So if we take the top of wave 1 there, go to the low of the wave 2, I mean, see the 1.618 extension target, which is a key level, you know, for these kind of patterns, especially in a wave 5 of a diagonal. We look at 2,412. So I would, you know, look at that in yesterday's last signal that I sent to gold members about ETH. What did I say? Let me just scroll up. I did highlight that, yeah, wave B is still unfolding and the price might target the region between 2,400 to 2,500. So that's sort of what we see right now. And then if we see a rejection from one of these Fibonacci levels, that would be our signal that the C wave has started. So just waiting here for a bit of a signal. Would like to see a little bit more structure for that, to be honest, to say, okay, you know, what exactly is the signal? For now, I would minimally like to see a break below that last swing low that was made here on Thursday, talking about $2,207 as a first signal that the top has formed. And yeah, so expect possibly a little bit further upside here, and then maybe another test of resistance. And then let's see if we get over the coming days that C wave to the downside. But overall, if we zoom out, nothing happened. We're still moving here in an overall range within very corrective price action. Could the overall low already be in? Sure. Yeah, but I've said that many times. It's just that it would be an unusually shallow pullback, and it would not be what we normally expect to see for a wave 2. But we are in a market where pullbacks possibly are very shallow. So I can only really mention that and highlight, yeah, it's possible. If you want to rely on possibilities instead of the probable, that's fine. You have to make that decision for yourself. That also will depend on, are you already positioned or not? So for example, I don't mind if it goes up from here, even if I didn't buy a little lower because I already bought in the bear market. But someone, just an example, who has absolutely no position, wants to get positioned in ETH, has absolutely no exposure, and is waiting for those lower prices, well, that might not be the right strategy for that person, right? Because of course the low could be in, and you don't want to be without a position in a third wave rally, which would be the next move up. So see, the decision to buy or sell depends much more on your personal circumstance
than on the chart itself. Very important. People don't understand that, or many don't. I know a lot of you do. But you know, those questions increase. You know, should I buy? Should I sell? I never answer them because I can't. It's much more a personal decision, and that doesn't have anything to do with blah blah blah. No financial advice. Well, as well, because I'm not allowed to, but more importantly, I couldn't. Don't know you, don't know your risk appetite, don't know your cash flow, don't know your portfolio composition, and all of that really plays into, is it the right time to buy or sell? Not only that, but also your actually trading strategy, because Elliott Wave only allows you to understand what the market is doing and allows you to understand key support resistance levels and projections, target projections. What it doesn't give you is a method to trade. You have to use your own method. Obviously, I teach what I do also in our membership. I like pullback trading, yeah, trend trading, pullbacks within trends, but other people might trade breakouts. Other people might trade momentum, you know. So again, you know, there is no right or wrong here. The right trade for one person might be the wrong trade for another person. And to really make that call, well, you can only do that yourself, because you should have a trading plan if you trade. If you don't, then you should start with that. It's very simple. Okay, that's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. And you can find the links for those channels in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.